Good day, beautiful people. You're welcome to this live stream. Happy Sunday, lovely people. Welcome to this live stream. Just want to talk about a true life situation that happened last week. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, everyone. Just want to talk about a true life situation that happened last week. Happy Sunday to you all. Such a beautiful day. Happy Sunday, everyone. Such a beautiful day. Welcome once again to this live stream. I believe as we keep talking, people will join and people will listen to this pathetic story that just happened last week. A man who is based abroad decided to come and relocate his wife and 3 kids to come and live with him permanently abroad, as he has stabilized, he has a good job, he has bought a house. So he's really feeling lonely. He has made some money. So he wants his wife and children to relocate. So he took excuse from his place of work and flew down to Nigeria. Only for him to get to Nigeria, he started preparing the wife's paper and his children's visa so that they can relocate. So it took him like 3 weeks to do this. You know that when you are processing your visa, there are different stages you go through. There are different stages you go through. You go through the medicals, the process of getting your passport. First of all, that's the first stage. Get your passport, then you submit it to the country's embassy. Then they will request for medicals, tests. They request for tests, pregnancy tests, for the children, just to be sure that the man that is claiming that these children are his, the children are actually his. So that is what he went for. By the time they conducted the tests, the first lab they went to, it showed that he's not the father of the 3 children. He wasn't sure. He was like, maybe it's a mistake. They went to the second lab. Like these embassies now, they have a designated medical center that will always run this test for their clients. So after he did it in that designated medical center, the result came out that he's not the father of the 3 children. He left and went outside to go and conduct the test. He conducted another test somewhere else. The result came out the same. He wasn't sure. He went to the 3rd lab, the same results. He went to another hospital. That is how he did this test 7 times. 7 whole times. And all the results came out the same. It was then he called his wife. When I say tests, when you run the test, you see that your blood and your children's blood doesn't match. It will now require you to do a DNA. So it was the DNA now he was doing. So by the time the seventh one finally came out, it then showed that he's not the father of his three kids that he has been training in school. These children are bearing his name. He loves them so much. He can sacrifice everything for his three children. Only for him to hear that he's not the father of the three kids. Alas, what happened? He couldn't take the shock. He couldn't bear the pain out of shock. He collapsed. He collapsed and went into coma. He collapsed and went into coma. Thanks for joining. I'm talking about a true life situation. Alas, he collapsed and he was rushed to the hospital. And they put oxygen, drip, everything to try and resuscitate him back to life. But he is still in coma. Now, why being in coma? The visas of the three children and his wife has come out. What happened next? The wife, now knowing that the husband now knows that he is not the father of the three children, she carried her three children and herself and they flew abroad, leaving her sick husband, who is in the state of buying, who is in the state of I'm sorry about my words, who is in such a critical state and critical condition. She has left the man in the hospital and she has traveled with her three children. Now the man is left in a pool of his own tears. The man is now a shadow of himself. Even right now, the man cannot even talk. He cannot speak. It is his family members that are running up and down, helter scatter, for him. So if you know of any member or friend or relative that is in such a situation, as a person, what will you do? How will you help? What advice will you render? Because it's such a pathetic one. That is why some women, a woman like this woman now, by the time she starts meeting her Waterloo in front, she will not remember what she has done. How can some women just be heartless? How can you be so heartless? Cheating on your husband, that wasn't enough. You might say, because he's abroad, because he's not with you, you are alone, you are lonely, you want to take care of yourself, which is not a justification. You went ahead to go and be getting pregnant by another man, carrying the baby, and at the end of the day, you give birth to that child and you pin the child on your husband. Isn't that wickedness? No, let's talk about this. Isn't that wickedness? It's such a pathetic one. Oh. That is why I decided to bring this story on a live stream so that viewers and people can hear and talk about this. Just give your own opinion on the comment section. Because it's such a pathetic one. It's It's such a pathetic one. So how do you advise such a man now? And what do you have to say to such a woman? So you mean that some women can be this heartless? You just leave your husband in the hospital because you can't stand the shame or what? It's such a pathetic one. And it's such a painful one. And I pray that this man recuperates fast and he heals fast. I pray he comes out from the coma. Right now, as we are speaking, it is his family members that are crying out to the public to help them locate that woman and track the woman down. Because she is the cause of their brother's predicament. Right now, the man doesn't even know that the wife has absconded with the 3 children. He doesn't even know right now. So what do you have to say in this? And I also want to talk about single ladies. Single ladies. Young ladies who are going after women's husbands, other women's husbands. You leave a young guy and you not say a man that is married is whom you want to go after. A man that has wife and children is whom you want to go after. You don't care about the repercussion. You don't care about what that woman is going through. You don't care about what the wife, the children, they are going through. Because you see that some women, some men, they think like chicken. They have the brain of a chicken. You see a single girl, automatically you forget your wife and your children, which is not right. At this point, people begin to say it's you say it's a kayamata some of these girls uses. Now, for a girl to use kayamata on a man, it is the man that made himself available for the girl to use kayamata on him. Some women are really going through pains. They are going through heartbreaks in their marriages. They are going through sorrows. They are not happy in their marriages. Now, because the African culture and the African traditions requires a woman not to ever cheat on her husband, but the husband has the right to cheat on his wife as many times as he wants. So it therefore means that a woman is trapped. Yes, if that is the African culture and that is the African condition, if that is the African culture that is binding a woman and a man, there are still some women that go out of their way. There are still some women that says bullshit to this culture, bullshit to this tradition. I cannot be trapped down. Now, if you must cheat on your husband, probably because of the way he has abandoned you or the way he's cheating on you, you must do the right thing first. You don't do it while stay married to the man. You do the right thing. We can cite the case of this Judy Austin and Queen May. From all that is happening, it's obvious and it shows that Queen May is a woman that was brought up properly, where she was trained by her parents. Because if it were some women that were to be in Queen May's shoes, they would have gone out to cheat. But it has not been heard of anywhere that Queen May cheated on her husband. Now, there are so many of this other lady, Judy Austin, that left her husband. Her fans that are coming out to say that Queen May, her husband did not pursue her out of the house. It's because her eyes are outside. That is why she left her husband's house. Is it not better for her to leave her husband's house than for her to be cheating while in the husband's house? Now, nobody is making reference to the Judy Austin that left her first husband, or is it her second husband, that was still in her husband's house and was still cheating with you while in her husband's house. No, none of you will talk about that. Everything everybody keeps saying is that Queen May doesn't want to stay in her husband's house. Despite all the struggles, despite all the heartbreak, despite all the pain that woman has gone through, she still decided to take the bull by the horn. She still decided to pursue her success. She still decided to go for a brighter future. She didn't allow her heartbreak to weigh her down, to cause her sickness, to cause her a high blood pressure, to cause her pain. No. She didn't allow it to cause her any pains. She has moved on with her life. She has moved forward. And she has said no going back. But why are people still agitating that she is the one that wants to go outside? She is the one that her eyes are outside. She is the one that is leaving her husband's house. She's the one that doesn't want to stay in her husband's house. She's a spoiled child. Why are people still agitating? Now, these same people, obviously, they are the fans of Judy Austin and you. None of them is saying Judy Austin left her husband's house. So, mbano. They feel that she leaving her husband's house to follow another woman's husband was the right thing to do. Now, Queen May leaving her husband's house, her ex-husband's house, for a cogent reason. The man abandoned her and the children for 2 years. You people are not saying that. Why did I digress to this Queen May issue? I digress because it is related to this same family issue and family crisis that I am talking about, that I started with from the beginning. No woman is allowed to cheat while she is under her husband's roof. If you must cheat as a result of reasons best known to you, you should do the right thing. Do the right thing. Break out. Move out. So that the causes associated with cheating while in the husband's house will not come after you. But let's come to think about this. Women that are cheating on their husbands, that are breaking out, that are going out to cheat on their husband while under their husband's roof. Have you ever heard of anything happen to them? I have never heard of anything that has happened to them. Some, they cheat and they get away with it. So, everybody has their own opinion about these family issues and family crises. I have my own opinion. And my own opinion is that it is not wise to cheat. Despite what you are going through, despite the pains you are going through, it is not wise to cheat. Why in your husband's roof? If you must cheat, you step out. If you must do anything, you walk out. Walk out of the marriage and walk out of his house. Because most marriages of nowadays, especially the marriages that have really gone far, where there are many kids, not young marriages, most of them are just co-parenting. co-parenting, no strings attached. We are in the house taking care of our children together. The man brings his quota, the woman brings her quota. And they start taking care of their children together. No strings attached, no emotional strings attached, no intimacy attached. Now, when your marriage gets to that stage, just know that it is at the verge of collapsing. It is at the verge of collapsing. A woman can tolerate. A woman can tolerate for so long, but a man cannot tolerate. A man cannot bear. So, this now brings me to the question: what causes a husband and wife to start co-parenting? What causes it? Every strings, every relationship, every emotional attachment, every intimacy has been broken. They start co-parenting, taking care of their children together till when the right time comes for them to break out and go their separate ways. What causes that? That is my question I am dropping on this live stream, and I believe that those that will have the patience to watch and listen to this family crisis issue, this talk, will drop their opinions on the comment section. We will share their ideas. You share your experience. So many people have experienced this. So many people are experiencing it. So many people have people that have experienced this. So now share your experience and share your ideas on what could be the cause of husband and wife co-parenting, that is taking care of their children. Because when a marriage gets to that stage of co-parenting, then it's obvious that it is at the verge of collapsing. The marriage is at the verge of giving way. The two people involved, they are at the verge of separating. Thanks, people, for watching. I talked about two things: the man who is in coma right now as a result of his wife having kids that are not his kids. Right now he's in coma, and the wife has traveled abroad with the 3 kids, leaving her husband in the hospital. Not caring about the husband. This is the same man that flew down to come and prepare her visa and her children's visa. Now, when the visa came out, now she abandoned her husband in the hospital and she has flown abroad. So, thanks, viewers, for the few people that joined. Thanks for joining. Thanks for listening. I will share this video so it will get to other people, because it's really a situation, it's really a pathetic one that needs to be addressed, that needs urgent talk about. Thank you all for watching. See you guys in my next video. For all those that are joining and hopping out, returning, hopping out, passing by, there's a caption. There's a caption on this live stream. There's a caption. So you read the caption and listen to the story. Read the caption and listen to the story.